Hello everyone, this is Paul from Ortho Eval, and in this video today I want to talk about some strengthening exercises that you can do to help improve the muscle strength around your hip when you have hip arthritis. Now, there's a lot of people out there who like to continue to exercise, but arthritis is holding them back. And yes, you do need to modify your activities significantly, because if you don't, you can cause more irritation to that joint and cause more pinching and inflammation. So I'm going to show you 5 or 6 exercises that you can do today to help strengthen the muscles around your hips and around your core a little bit, so that your legs will work and function a little bit better when you go up and down stairs, or if you try to get down to the floor to pick something up. You'll help to develop better strength there, and it's also going to give you better stability around that ball and socket. So we know that when the surrounding muscles are stronger, that ball and socket will function better. So couple things, a couple pointers you should know about before doing hip exercises when you have hip arthritis is that you want to try to get as strong as you can in the range that you have. Okay, so you're going to have to take probably a couple days of trying some of these exercises to see what your limitations are, but you want to work in those ranges that are comfortable. You don't want to get a significant pinching type feeling in the hip if you bring it up too far or you bring it out to the side too far. You want to make sure that there's no sharp discomfort when you're doing that. Now, if you get done your exercise program and you're feeling some muscle soreness, hey, that's great. Okay. The other thing that you need to remember is that you don't need to push through the pain. This is not like a general muscle soreness that you have after exercise or anything like that. If you're getting a significant amount of pain, it may be because you are pinching some arthritic structure in there that is causing a lot of pain and a lot of inflammation, which can shut down everything around that area and make you miserable for several days after you do the exercise. So do everything in moderation and in a limited range and in the range that you have, and you will be fine. Okay? So the first exercise I want to show you is called the bridge. Now, you're going to be on your back, hands on the side of you, right like this. Your knees are going to be bent, and all you're doing here is you're going to be picking your bottom up toward the ceiling and back down. Now, this is generally an exercise that people with hip arthritis can tolerate quite well. You're working your glute muscles, your hamstring muscles, and the muscles along your low back right here. And that really helps to stabilize you, helps you to get up out of a seated position, helps you to get upstairs and really build some strength back there, okay? So that can be very helpful. The next exercise is called a pillow squeeze. You can use a soccer ball or a pillow, whatever works for you. You're going to be in this position here, and you're going to squeeze that pillow together. Now, if you're having a little discomfort in here, you can bring your feet closer together, and or you can thicken up the object that you have between your knees, so you're still working these muscles on the inside of your hips. Now, it's important to get to the muscles on the outside of your hips, and I simply use a little piece of TheraBand like this, or TheraTubing. If you can't bend your knees like that, you might want one that you can tie in this position and then untie when you're done, so you don't have to lift your leg up like that. Sometimes you can step into it before you stand up, and that might help also. So I put one above, one below, and I keep the feet pretty well spread apart. What I'm looking for here is just spreading the band and working these rotator muscles of my hips over here and bringing it back in. Now, people with hip arthritis don't like to get their knees together, and they don't like to cross their legs. So you can work in this little range out to here where you feel comfortable and bring it back in, but it doesn't need to come all the way back in. And work out and just keep it in that range. If you push too hard, you may get a little pinch inside your hip. Then you limit that range and you just work in there. I like to do sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. Take a little break, do 3 or 4 sets of those. Okay? Next exercise I like to do is called a side lying straight leg raise. You're going to be in this position. Let's say this is the arthritic hip. It's important that you keep your body perfectly straight. A lot of people tend to make this mistake right here. They lift the leg up and forward. We don't want to do that. We want to tilt the pelvis forward just a little bit and lead with the heel, but keep the leg perfectly straight with the body. And when you do this exercise and do it correctly, you're going to notice that the contraction is going to be right in this part of your glute muscle, and that's what you're trying to aim for. If you go too high again, you're going to feel a pinch in the hip. You want to avoid that. So even if you just keep in this little limited range right here, that's perfectly fine. You're going to feel that muscle burn, that's for sure. Some people like to just hold it in that comfortable range and just hold it for several seconds. Make that muscle contract. If this becomes easy for you, you can always add a weight to your ankle or around your knee and give yourself a little bit of resistance. But do not jackknife at the waist when you're doing this. Keep that forward and don't let it roll back. Okay? The last couple exercises I like to do help to work on the rotators of your hip. So your hip, we always tend to do this and think that the hip runs in this straight plane or straight out to the side, but it also rotates, okay, in and out just like this. Now, this is an activity that can be quite painful for the hip, but you don't need to push that too far, okay? So what you can do is you can keep the legs together, put the feet together, and push them together and hold that for 3 to 5 seconds. That's working the rotators of the leg. And to get the other set of rotators, you can put your feet like this and push away, and you'll get the opposite set of rotators. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds and then switch. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds and then switch, and do that 8 to 10 times. You can also use a piece of TheraBand on each side to pull in and push out. That's okay to do as long as you don't go too far, because that's going to cause a pinch in the hip. So again, you want to limit your range of motion and you want to work in the range that you have. Get those muscles to burn a little bit. Now, you may do these exercises and your hip may not feel any better. The arthritis is not going to change, but again, you're trying to get some movement in that hip because that produces lubricating fluid for inside the joint, which is helpful. And you're also trying to keep yourself as strong as possible. Now, if you don't get any pain relief from that, but you're still able to do some of the exercises, I would recommend continuing to do them, because if you do end up having to have a hip replacement, you're going to be a lot stronger going in than coming out, and you're going to do very well compared to others who don't exercise on a regular basis. So I hope you like this video today, and give these a try, see how you do. If you like it, give us a thumbs up, and make sure to go to our applaud button, help us out, and also subscribe to our channel, tell your friends about us, and we're going to do our very best to continue to educate as much as we can. Thanks.